Hello there. Welcome back to Mathematical Literacy Grade 11. In this video, we are to look at question 3 of a question paper of March. So we have got a common test that we want to look at. So this is question 3 on this question paper. Our question reads, Annex C is an invoice of services that were rendered to Mr. D. K. Gabela, dated January 2018-2019. Use Annex C to answer the question that follow. So 3.1 is give what service that was rendered to Mr. Gabela, and our question is for 2 marks. So you need to refer to Annex C and try to see which service that was rendered to Mr. Gabela. So going to our Annex, we can just try to refer there so that we can be able to identify. This is our invoice for fixed panel beaters. And we see that the services that we have, we have them on this section. So we have various services that are being rendered. So we can see that we have got a rear bumper painting. We also have rear fender painting as another service, and that is also being offered there. And also, I believe that we have got the panel realigned. So we've got this one, then the panel realigned, and then we've got the repairs that we have there, which we can just call dent repairs on this section. We can just refer them as dent repairs. So if you go back to our question, you'd see that our question only requires one. So you can just identify one from between the rear bumper painting, rear fender painting, panel realign, or data repairs. So basically you can pick one from there. So we go to the next payment. So if you go to your answer section, you'll see that on our invoice, let's try to identify the due date. You see that the due date is stated there. At the end of the invoice, we have got 31/01/2019. So we are saying the due date, we have 31/01/2019. 31/01/2019. So go to the next part of our question. Ms. Gabela was unable to pay on the due date. Calculate the total amount he was charged. So if you go to the invoice again, you'll see that the amount that was due to be paid was 7,493 66 cents. But since there was late payment, it will attract 5% interest. So there is 5% interest charged on late payment. So basically, it's going to be based on the amount due, which is 7,493 66 cents. So all our calculation, we can just try to see for our calculation how we are going to go about it. So we are saying we have got 3.3. Can just refer back to our 3.3. So we just refer to the invoice that we have is 15. We need to say, sorry, 5% is interest charged. So you say 5% of the total amount due, 7,483 runs 66 cents. So on our answer section, we are saying 5%, which is 5/100. And then we multiply by 7,493, 66 cents. Then we try to calculate net sales. I will see what do we get there. So if you multiply there, you'll see that the answer that you are supposed to get there is going to be 374, 374 rands, 68 cents. And obviously, you can round it up to 2 decimal places. So this is what we have. So this is the interest that has to be charged. And we know that we are supposed to add it to the 7,483 cents so that we get the total amount that has to be paid. Remember our question, we can just always try to refer back, calculate the total amount you was charged. So the total amount now will include the interest plus the amount due. So basically we are saying amount due total amount now becomes 7,493 66 cents, which is this amount. And then we add the interest that we've calculated, which is 8 cents. So basically that's what we have. So we add the two. You'll see that the total that we are supposed to get is 7,868 34 cents. So basically, that becomes the final answer that you're supposed to get. So this is the answer that we have on 3.3. Then you try to let's go to see in terms of 3.4, show how the total amount of 10,977 point which is 977 rands 43 cents was calculated. So we go to our invoice and see 977.43 was calculated. So obviously, uh, we see that 977.43 is representing total VAT. So how it was calculated, as we are being told that the VAT is 15%. So basically, it's going to be 15% of 277. 15% of 977 runs 43 cents. So we come here, we just present it such a way. We are saying 3.4. To get the amount, we're going to say 15%. 15% of 6,516 rands 23 cents. We say 6,000, 6,516 23 cents. So this is the amount that we give here. So we calculate there, it becomes 50%. Remember, as a decimal, 0.15, and then we multiply by 6,516 rands 23 cents. And see that the amount that you are supposed to get there is now 977 rands 43 cents. So basically, this becomes a final answer. So this is our on 3.4. So on 3.4, you see that this is the last part of our question on this page. So we go to the next page, see what question do we have. We are now on 3.5. It reads, if Miss Gabela had paid before the due date, the dealer was going to give him a 7% discount on the amount excluding 15% VAT. So 3.5.1, calculate the discount given on the amount excluding VAT. So you go to our invoice, you see that the amount that is excluding is the amount without VAT. So it's going to be this one, 6,516.23 cents. And then our question is calculate the discount given on the amount excluding VAT. So the discount is 7%. So basically we say our 7%, we say 7%. This one is 3.5.1, 7% of 6,516, 6,516 6,516 and then we put 23 cents. So this is the same as saying 0.07, 7% as a decimal times 6,516 and 3 cents to get the discount. So I see that the answer that you're supposed to get there will be now 456.1361. And of course, we have to round it off to two decimal places, whereby we put 6, which is in the range 5 to 9, and we change our 3 to 4. It becomes 456.14, which is we're saying 456 pounds at 40 cents. So this is what we have on the discount. So if you refer back to our question, you'll see that our question needs us to calculate the discount given on the amount. So this becomes on your discount. So it means the discount that we have is 456 rands 40 cents. So this one is the discount. So we try to go to the next question, and that we have 3.5. 3.5.2. State whether the discount will affect the amount of VAT just by your answer. So if you come to the invoice, you see that to be now lesser. The figure that is supposed to be here now is supposed to be the final answer that we got there is the amount less the discount. Because we are going to subtract the 900, the 456 rands 14 cents. We're going to subtract it from 6,516 has 23 cents. To get the net figure, you get that net figure, it's now going to be 15% on that net figure. So obviously, it's going to affect. Remember, our question is saying, said whether the discount will affect the amount of VAT. It will affect the amount of VAT because the amount excluding VAT would have changed after subtraction of the discount. So basically, that's it. So on our other section, we are just going to say uh, uh, 3.5.1, 3.5.1. Our response, this one is going to be 3.5.2. Our response is going to say yes, it's going to affect it. For the justifying, you are just going to say because the amount excluding VAT is going to be reduced. So that's it's going to be reduced due to the discount, obviously. Then go to the next question, which is saying who should be contacted for any queries. So we can just get that information from our invoice. In the end of our invoice, please contact Mr. James. Please contact James on 082 550 But basically, the question is saying who, which means the name of the person, which is James. So we're saying on our other section, uh, it's now 3.5.3. So our response is James. So go to the next part of our question. We say calculate the rate per hour for rear bumper painting. Rear bumper painting is here. We have got rear bumper painting here, and they want to rate 0.5 hours. So per hour, we're just going to say 750 divided by 2.5. So we come here, we just get it to start with, and also 3.5.4. And we are saying 750 divided by 2.5. And then the answer that we are supposed to get there is 300 rands per hour. So it's going to be, so that's what we have on 3.5.4. Then go to the next one, which is now our 3.5.5. Show the amount of 6,516 rands 20 cents was calculated. Show how the amount of 6,516 rands 23 cents was calculated. So we go to our invoice. We want to show how this amount was calculated. So that's the question. So obviously it's coming from here, from the figures that we have here. So we're going to say 1,875 plus 2,250 plus 1,780 plus 284 rands 49 cents plus 426 rands 74 cents. So we just summarize that on the answer section, and then you get your answer is 6,516 rands 23 cents. So we are saying we are now on 3.5.5. So we're saying 1,875, which is our 1,875, we add 2,250, and then we get 1,680, 1,680, and from there, we are supposed to get 284 rands 49 cents. And try to see after that one, we've got 426 rands 74 cents. 426 rands 74 cents. So calculate it like that. See that the final answer that we're supposed to get 6,516 rands 23 cents. So this is the final answer. So we have shown how we got our 6,516 rands 23 cents. And see that this is the last question that we have there, or total marks that we have on question 3, 20 marks. So thank you for listening. Those who haven't subscribed, please subscribe and share. We are going to upload more typical examination questions on this channel. So let's stay tuned. Let's get notified. Let's meet again in the next video. As for this video, I'm out.